Oh.
Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials, or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. Should be interesting tonight. I have no idea. As for the channel, I just put played in the title. I have to put something there. One thing, Noah was bringing up about reptilians and what to do about them. And when I asked about that, I got an Andromedan type of energy, so Andromeda might come in. That'd be interesting.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, that should be. And you said Cryon? Cryon?
Yes, Steve.
And Cryon is, that's a deity or a...
That's angelic being. That isn't that is from the magnetic service.
Okay. I looked it up a little bit. So
yeah, I think you just need to turn off and turn on your mic. Yesterday night, maybe that will result in a echo.
Oh, it's not working? Can't hear me?
There's an echo for feedback from your speaker through your mic. Or just turn off and turn off. Maybe yesterday that doing that is just be fixed after.
Turn off, turn on. Better.
I think it's better, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
No. Try with that.
Interesting. Okay. Windows strikes again. Okay, well, it might be some technical glitches here and there. I'm trying to do our best. Okay. Any other requests?
The ancient Egyptian installation.
Okay.
What's the other? Maybe giant. Giraffes. Beers.
I was thinking Terence McKenna.
Who's that?
He's I'll have to give you a link to him on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for sure.
Bashar?
No, just
Never know.
it's because I see it doesn't. So I don't know.
Okay. Okay, we'll see how that. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. I'll just leave it open for anybody, and we'll see what comes through. Oh, am I echoing still? Am I still having feedback issues?
I think it's.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, it's not. It's not you. It's us. Because it's coming.
What is that for? Since yesterday I noticed this.
Now everyone's.
Okay.
Since what's his name, JC came through, it wasn't bad. The audio was bad.
Okay.
So what's wrong?
Nothing. So make sure it's working. Yeah, I'll fix it later. Anyway. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Tick. Got tick. Greetings, I am from Andromeda. I am Cecilia. Greetings.
Hello there.
Greetings. I've heard many requests about your reptilian situation, and we are well aware of it, and we heard your calls. Greetings, all of you. As I said, we are well aware of your situation. And there's things we can do. We have dealt with them, not on your planet, but more in the universe, in the galaxy, because they affect our timelines also. But on your world, we are advising others on how to deal with them. So we are not necessarily dealing with them on a one-on-one basis. We are helping other species with information on how to speak to them, because we've had enough of it. But we have found ways to to outsmart them and to elevate, to outsmart them in a way where we have got ahead of them, but they're always on the move. So, but I am off planet, if you're wondering. There are many Andromedas on your world, obviously, but they wish not to speak right now. So I am sort of like their representative in many ways. But our knowledge of reptilian bases and their activities is well known within our collective, and we are helping each other and helping your world cope with or deal with the situation at hand. I can tell you this, that in many ways they are losing power. They are not as strong as they used to be. They are their worst enemies. So that has helped. One thing I can give you, they are part of your financial situation. They manipulate that on a daily basis, of course, to help with the manipulation of your planet. They use money to control your world, obviously. So they are everywhere. But their grips are losing in certain areas, such as food, manipulation. They're not as strong as they used to be with food. And money, that one's a little bit complicated. So, yes, you have a question.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
I was just, if you had any messages for me, and I'm connected with you directly. And my son has Andromeda. He's a hybrid. Just wondering if you can connect with that DNA, that person.
One moment. All I can connect with your hybrid child, if I heard that correctly, he's doing well. If I connected that correctly. As for Andromedan connections, I believe you have several. If not a reincarnation through our society, you have spoken us on many occasions throughout several lifetimes. That is all I have for that, for this moment.
Thank you.
So Lydia, welcome to planet Earth. You are on our plane.
No, I am not. I am not on your world. I am observing it from my planet.
Did you send yourself? And the ones who are on our plane.
Yes.
Okay.
I am an Andromedan. I am humanoid. I am white in looks, bluish but white. Humanoid, skinnier than your humans. I am a 7 foot tall. We use telepathy, so I do not have a need for sound as for speaking. Some of us have learned to do that so we can speak to those that we have contacted or contactees on your world. But we mostly use telepathy. We are a peaceful world, and we tend to stay that way. Of course, we have a military only for defense, because there's many species that try to manipulate us, but we have taken care of that. We are a friendly race, of course. We are aware of your bird figure, but we are not in contact. There are those that are. But I am not one of them. But I assure you, you are protected. And I assure you that many are waking up to these ideas of alien contact. Of course, there's much skepticism, such as your media. But understand your media, those negative forces, that's much of that is your reptilians are making aliens look evil. Of course, they're pretty much putting themselves in entertainment. Many Andromedas on your world are helping with world politics. They are speaking to your governments, and they are careful with their words because your governments can take words out of context, which is aggravating. They like to spin much of what we have to say, which is unfortunate.
Okay, Siwan, you said you have a message for me and the ones who are having fear from reptilians.
Oh, yes.
Thanks a lot.
Yes. As for fear, it's not always easy to overcome this fear because much of it is past lives that are hard to release these energies because some of those lives are quite disturbing. Because when they get aggressive, they can be extremely aggressive. But as for your world, as for dealing with them, of course, they do not like this communication. And they knew I was coming. It never ends for them, does it? But I understand this. They do have you can speak to them as long as you know what you're doing. I do not advise speaking to them if you are unaware of what you're getting into. You must know what all the cards are on the table. Because they can manipulate you into many things. They're very intelligent. And there are races in other galaxies that are not as manipulative, but in many ways more powerful. But we do not have dealings with them at this point. But as for your world to understand them, understand this: they are, in a sense, everywhere to keep your world in a dark third density level, at a low level. You can be at a third density, but at a higher level. But they wish not for this because that is dangerous to them. If they just step away and let you be yourselves and connect to yourselves, that is them losing power. So they must do all they can to manipulate your world with mostly media seems to be the one working the best right now, such as your 24-hour news programs, local media, kind of, but your 24-hour news programs bring fear into your society. That is what it was designed for. And informing you is more of bringing fear to you. That is my opinion on how that operates. So if you wish to step away from the fear, step away from their news organizations. That is what I would give. Of course, if you must know what's going on in the world, there are other methods, but understand news is where they're at this moment is their strongest ally. Video games is just a way of, in television, or a way to waste your talents. And there's much manipulation there, but news is the most manipulating. It seems to be the news works the best as for manipulation. So if you wonder what they're up to, that is where their concentration is. Of course, money. But how to deal with these things is to step away. Of course, you cannot step away money. That is kind of hard to do that. Living off the land would help, but I don't see many doing that. It's kind of easier said than done. To live in the country, to live on your own, to live off of nature, that is what I recommend, but of course that is not always that easy. So as for manipulations from reptilians, I say step away from the news. Just walk away from it. You might listen to it a little bit, but I don't recommend any of it, of course, because that is how they'll have a hold on your planet right now. It's fear. And there is signals being sent as they say these words to bring down your energy levels, to keep you at a low energy. What is a good word for this? To keep you in the mud. You're in third density, but you are in the mud, the muck of it. You can move up from that, but you must, at least what I advise, is to move away from the control grids that are in place.
Can I just
Yes.
send all the negative reptilians my love?
Yes.
And like,
That helps also.
Thank
I'm
you,
open for
Ian.
discussions. Yes.
Yes, that's right.
I do not hear you.
I said thank you, Celia. I'll get the mic.
So I'm wondering where are you from? Like Andromeda, and where is that? Is that a different galaxy?
Constellation. Star system.
So what's your planet like? Is it like ours? Does it have planets and all that, and animals?
It's not. It's very different from your world. It's very happy. It has many sounds. It's very blue. It does have water, but not like yours. It's thinner. Does not have the negative energies within it.
Okay, so I'm wondering about like manifestation and knowing about energies and attracting them. Do people on other planets, like, are they pretty much born with this knowledge? Do they get the downloads that I received? So that everybody knows this type of stuff?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
It depends on the world. Not all worlds receive this, but yes. Obviously, when a world's created, it's created in third density. But Many move easily into fourth. It depends on their spirituality levels. Ours was quite easy.
I'm wondering if they give like mass down. Or wait, one second. Yeah, I'm wondering why don't they give like mass downloads to everybody? Because this download that I got, it makes me see like everything. You know what I mean? If everybody got this download, it would shift. You know what I mean? So I'm just wondering what.
It is not meant for everyone. They all have their own contracts. That is why.
Okay, sweet. So that means I'm supposed to get this information because I'm supposed to manifest like a really dope reality and like and then go from A to B. Oh, sweet.
Yes, a dope reality. That is correct.
Nice.
But others will follow eventually when they are ready. It's just everyone's different. That is all.
Yeah, because when I shifted like into a positive timeline, other people followed kind of, and that's why the reptilians are trying to shift me back so that you know what I mean? Okay.
Yes. Yes, they're always. Yes, you are always shifting, and they are always shifting you back. Yes, they're very good at this.
So it's kind of like a game then, right?
Yes, in many ways.
It's like a video game.
Yes, and I can tell you this, that the knowledge of them is becoming more abundant, meaning that many of you, if you wish, will begin to see them, and your galactic friends also, but reptilians, I believe many reptilians are willing to be seen, at least in the spirit realm, because they are getting quite aggravated, and they want to. You can say they're losing the war with many of you.
Yeah, I got into like a battle with a reptilian, like through 3D experiences, not an actual fight.
Yes.
But yeah, and I won the battle.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, is that because I mocked him? I was laughing at this reptilian, and I'm wondering if he's pissed and he's trying to get with me, trying to get at me again.
I felt he surrendered. He cannot get through to you. He cannot put fear into you.
Alright, sweet. Yeah, that's cool, right?
And I believe many of those of you that are in a spirit realm right now, you will begin to see them more often, if you wish. Only because, in some ways, it's beneficial because you can help others understand what is going on. Understand? That is mostly the reason for it. That is the reality. This reality is a controlled reality that they built. The real reality is your galactic galactic families, plus those that are unfriendly. But I believe it is beneficial to see all of this. It helps with your ascension process. The more information you have of what is going on, the better. That is what I believe. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would love to receive a download of knowledge and information from y'all. We greatly appreciate it. How it's night with y'all.
Yes. You will. I cannot guarantee. Have no guarantees. There's certain. There's kind of like a politics to that with downloads. It must go through certain venues, or spirits must go through certain ones to be fully active for a download. But the word is out there.
Alright, I am in the world and definitely want to.
I understand. The more knowledge, the better. It has been heard. Thank you. Is there any other conversations? you would like to have.
I have a question. What is my connection with Andromeda?
I did not hear that. Can you say that again, please?
What is connection with Andromeda?
What is your connection?
Correct.
Yes, you have many lifetimes with Andromeda. When Andromeda, I believe all is a female, part of music and arts. I believe, yes, mostly music and arts. I believe you are not part of our politics, and that is a good thing. Part of our creative impulses. Creativity helps a connection with our world and other worlds. It is a connection of knowledge also. You can say arts are, it's not just a connection, but a welcome to those other species.
Thank you. Can you tell us about Stonehenge?
You were breaking up there, okay?
Can you tell us about Stonehenge?
Still broke up. Does anybody can help with that?
Is my mic's a bit better? If you could type it, I could say.
Origin, Stonehenge.
Oh, Stonehenge? The origins of Stonehenge? Oh, there's much sacred information there. One moment. A doorway to other worlds. At this moment, I believe it is shut. It was part of your fourth. I believe it was part of your fourth density evolution. There was a time when your world was pockets on your planet were moving into fourth density. Spiritual groups such as yourself, there are many things of. There are many parts of Stonehenge that are best as mystery still, but there are many doorways there also. I can tell you this. It was part of entering the spirit realm and to gather knowledge. There are many that were very spiritual and very, very similar to your Lemurians. Not exactly, but very similar. Sort of like an Earth rebirth in some ways. And they had enough abilities where they were opening up portals. And that was one of them. That is my history of it. Others might have their versions of it, but there are many. Stonehenge has many uses, not just portals. There are others. I do not believe I have this knowledge, so. But that is all I have for that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Regarding Peruvian Stargate,
Yes.
could you give us some info about that?
Stargates, yes, there are many around your world. Many are being protected by your governments. They wish to keep them in mystery. Hadron Collider, and I believe it's in Switzerland. That is in somewhat way of a Stargate, but that is in a negative sense. That is one of the few that are actually public. But that one's more to do harm than good. But as for the Stargates around your world, yes, Yemen has a Stargate. Egypt has a Stargate. There are also some underwater in your Pacific Oceans. There are a few there also.
What about Bermuda? Bermuda?
I did not hear that.
Bermuda Triangle?
Triangle, yes.
Is it a
Some are triangles. Some are circular, just like your movie Stargate, I believe. That is very similar, somewhat, to what it is.
Could you please elaborate about the Stargate of the Bermuda Triangle? Does it have living beings? Living beings.
I'm not sure if I heard all that, but you want to know about the triangle Stargate?
Yes.
One moment. Yes, it's in use at this point. Only a few are allowed to use this. I believe they're in secure areas where they cannot be tampered with. Yes, they go to other worlds. They can be modified where they can be modified where you can go almost anywhere you wish within this galaxy. So, as for who has powers of this, let's see if I can. Unfortunately, it's mostly your elites have control over it. Some of it's used for Mars, the Mars Project, and other worlds. Yes, your elites travel to different planets that can sustain their life, and if not, they have ways around that. You can say they travel around to tell other worlds to stop butting in to your planet. Many of your elites are not quite human. They are, but they're such a mixture of reptilian and alien DNA. Of course, that's the same thing, but they are practically not even human like you are. That is at the top of your pyramid.
But as in, all humans got a reptilian core to them.
To a certain extent, yes. A certain amount of reptilian, yes. Your elites have a different type of reptilian. It's more potent, more powerful. And it gives them a control over you is basically what they have. That is what they have.
Does the Bermuda Triangle have entities in it?
Oh, does it have entities within it?
Yes.
Yes, certain, yes. As for who that is, angelic entities. Those with the capabilities of space travel. These entities can, you could say, turn into. They have the ability to transform into portals themselves. They have this capability. and they're part of this triangle. Stargate. Yes.
Holly. What do you see in my contract as in my MFT? What down for future?
As for what downloads for the future, I did not quite get all that. You said Holly?
Yes.
Holly, yes. Downloads for the future, what? Let's see, Holly. One moment. Let's see here. As for Holly, they have she has a Lyran connection and a Arcturian connection. Her downloads will be coming from them. She will be connecting to other species, I believe, if she wishes to do so. I believe she's already doing this, though. As for downloads, I believe it's galactic languages that'll be coming through. But I can't be quite sure because I didn't connect to her energy. That's if I connected her energy correctly. That is all I have for that. God, it's tough. It's tough.
Are you able I messages?
I did not hear that. Say it. As for messages, you said?
One second. Are you able to hear typed messages? Oh, you can't unmute them. I was trying. There you go.
There. It's good. Ivan, you can talk.
You have a question? Much technical difficulties, yes. I will do my best to hope for that. I understand there's many who don't agree with this discussion right now. They are doing their best to shut this down.
So,
They are finding other ways to do this.
my echoing.
No,
Oh,
you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, that's
Is the Tibetan Book of the Dead accurate?
I believe so, yes. That is one of the few. I do not see it being tampered with. I believe there are attempts, but they were not successful. It has been protected, as far as I can tell. There are many positive energies there. Yin-Yell, Palladian, Lyrans, to keep some of your history intact, or keep the messages intact.
Also,
Yes.
is Yama the Lord of Death? Does he examine of a deed? Oh, 1 second. Does he examine the deeds of a dead soul piling up the good deeds in form of white pebbles. Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm not quite understanding.
Sorry. I'll ask the question again, if that's
Yeah.
okay. It keeps cutting off for some reason. It keeps cutting off for some reason.
Okay. I'm muting it. Okay, wait, one sec. I mute Ivan when we talk, and then it doesn't echo, and then once Ivan starts talking, I unmute it.
So am I free to go? Okay. Yama, the Lord of Death, does he examine the deeds of a dead soul, piling up the good deeds in the form of white pebbles, and the evil deeds in the form of black pebbles?
I'm not quite understanding it. It's still, but what do you want to know about that?
Just wondering, is Yama real, basically? Is he a real deity, or is he just...
Yes. Yes, of course. Real deity, yes. One moment. Yes, that is extraterrestrial knowledge he is bringing to your world. Some of it might not be completely understood, but it is one way to ground your planet. It's a method of grounding. That is the message.
So whenever human passes away, they all see Yama. Do we all see Yama when we die? Basically.
If you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone has a different soul project.
So not everyone will see Yama.
Everyone sees what they want to see when they exit this world.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Cecilia. I was wondering, whenever in places in this on this Earth right now that is protected like in a dome-like vibration that is of a higher vibration to where no lower vibrations can penetrate. Like, because I got a download of creating a circular like dome-like vibrational area to where only the energies inside of that resonate at that vibration, and no energies outside of that can enter unless they're of that vibration. Like the light cities, I've heard that there's supposed to be a lot of light cities that are being in operation, physical existence where you can go there and get healing and everything. Does these already exist now? Thank you.
Yes, but not on your. One moment. Not on your density. I do not believe there. I believe there are certain versions of it on your world, but not. One moment. There are small versions of it across your world, but not like what you're speaking about. I believe that's part of your future, though. There are healing centers around that are fully protected. Shamans, some of your Indian races are fully protected. So there are small groups that have this. Right.
All right. And I have for Holly McCauley. She asks, how do we defeat the elite? So I can see what he says.
One moment for that. To connect with yourself spiritually, to ground yourself, understanding grounding is very important when you become spiritual. You can connect to your powers to be able to control. When you're not grounded, your power is all over the place. So the more grounded, the better. The more spiritually you are aware, more connected you are with nature, you will be able to defeat these, or I would say disconnect from the elites. You will be able to see their energies and how their manipulating powers are worked on your world. But you must love yourself. That is a big part of it. Love yourself and love everything about yourself. Even if the things that you do not like, love everything about yourself. That will attract positive energies around you, attract a healing and much knowledge to help you cope with this planet's or deal with this planet's situation. I believe you are, Holly, I believe you're connecting with your energies right now. Your spirituality, and I believe you will have knowledge of how to disconnect from these elites and their controls. You just have to trust the information. It is positive, of course.
Does anybody else have a question, or can I don't know about the lineup.
Yeah, yeah,
You got
one.
one? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Cecilia. Yesterday, Hunter gave me full information about I probably see a unicorn in the past. Did you have any information about that?
About your past lives, or going.
I probably I probably have seen a unicorn when I was young. Did you have any information about that you can give to me?
I did not hear that with the. What did you see?
Unicorn.
Say it again.
Oops.
Unicorn.
Unicorn. Thank you. One moment. Your connection with the Unicorn Collective. Yes, they are speaking to you, I believe. I believe you had a Irish past life, and that is where your unicorn connection came from. That is what it resonated. It's ancient Ireland. Oh, I do not have the information of exactly. There was a spiritual era of Ireland, and you're connected to nature, connected to unicorns and things like that, and many of them, elves for that matter, all the spiritual beings that are unknown right now, at least to most at least. And that is your connection to them. But you've been connected to them ever since, of course, or even before. But that is a reason for them to show themselves, I believe, to give you an idea of your origins, that you are connected with them. I believe that is why you saw them.
Did you have a name for me?
Unicorn Collective is one, of course. As for a name, This one's going by the name of Ariel. Refuses to use any other name.
Did you have any message for me from any entity guide or maybe Algio? Algio gave his name yesterday.
All I'm receiving is information from a frog species. Very friendly. I believe they came through this conduit not too long ago. You have a connection with them. I'm not sure if you were aware of this. And message from them. They have many messages for you, but not right now. That is their message.
Okay. Okay, well, give to our next person.
This is a different frog. This isn't the same one as one that came through the conduit a while ago. This is a different species. This is a frog, but they're more humorous.
Are they have just a name from this species?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just repeat. Do you have a name from this species of frog?
One moment. They're not. They're. But see, this is what. They'll give me like a million different. One moment. They're not being very cooperative here. One moment. Oh, gee. One moment. Only name they give me is Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
They wanted to use one of your names, but anyway. I'm just saying that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. Okay, so like, or wait, you can hear me? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering. Okay, how long does it take? Like, let's say you're resonating at a certain frequency, which corresponds to a certain parallel reality, and that's what you're in, right? Let's say you switch your vibrational frequency and you're resonating at a different frequency, so now it's of abundance. How long would it take resonating at that new frequency for your new reality to shift? Like it usually takes like a couple months for me or whatever, but I'm just wondering, like, is there like a certain time frame? Like if I were to switch right now to a different frequency, how long would it take for that to manifest into my reality? Is what I'm asking.
It depends on where you are. I feel a few days, but it all depends on your energy level. I believe it takes only a few days with you. That's what I feel with you.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. Okay, so like let's say you want a new item. Like this could go for anybody, I guess. So like you resonate at the like just feeling like you have the item makes you resonate at that frequency, and then that manifests it into your reality, pretty much.
It depends on what it is. There are many factors that go into that. Oh yes, such as I understand now. Such as winning the lottery. Those things take longer. The bigger they are, the longer they take. The more materialistic they are, the longer it takes. It all depends. There are different factors within that. But one moment. If it's more of a spiritual connection, such as timeline moving, that happens quickly. It depends on where your mindset is. But as for objects, those take time depending on what it is.
Okay. So like, okay, I got this download for how to manage like on vibrational frequencies and how shifting your parallel realities to like shifting your consciousness to different parallel realities, like the one that you prefer mostly. And it's like coming up all the time. Like this is like the only information that's being presented to me. So would you say it's safe to say that I could like, you know what I mean, go from rags to riches? Like this is part of my life path, or? Oh wait, one sec. Okay, go.
Yes, rags to riches is a little bit complicated. It all depends on your soul contract. Also, understand this. Yes, shifting it to another timeline is you all have these capabilities, and to attract your laws of attraction, you all have the capabilities of this. But understand that your soul contract has certain things within it that I wouldn't say there's limitations, but certain things are. Let's usually it means what works with your life the best, what benefits you the best. So if you're trying to manifest a Lamborghini, such as the chances of that are probable, but there must be other factors to give reasons why you need this object, but such as for spirituality, growth, for money to help others and to help yourself connect to others. There's different. Yes, I am aware of that. Yes, I am aware of that one you spoke about with the lottery. There's intentions like that. It's different for everyone. Mostly, it has a spiritual reasoning behind it. That's how you connect through money and things like that. If you're helping others, that's usually how it works, but not for everyone. Some win the lottery because it's in their contract, it's a possibility, and they just connect to it. We all have this type.
Oh, keep going, please.
You all have this capability. It's different for everyone, of course. Some have small amounts of lottery in them, and some have large amounts, and some don't wish to be part of that at all. So,
Wait, hold up. So, you said, yeah, wait, oh, I forgot my question. Sorry about that.
take your time. There's much going on. There are many energies here. Many reptilians that are not too happy of this communication.
Yeah, it's true. So, okay, yeah, so, like, would you say that people's life paths, like people who win the lottery on their life path, like it's like already in their karmic, like, you know, would you say that they won the lottery so that they could help others? Like, and that's one of the reasons? Because I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube of like young people like me winning the lottery and stuff. They talk about their poor families and all that.
Yes, it is part of that. And of course, there is a self-destructive side also. So there's different levels, obviously. But yes, much of it has to do with helping others. That's much of it that's in your contracts. Much of that has to do with helping others. Yes. For education purposes and things like that. It's
because okay, wait, yeah. Because like the people that tell about this switching your consciousness to parallel realities, they think I'm freaking nuts. But if I won the lottery and I'm like, yeah, I switched my consciousness to this parallel reality, and then I told them all about it, they believe me. You know what I mean? So it's like it would benefit. Like true, like you know what I mean? I couldn't think of any negative thing that would come from it.
yes, and it's different for others. Some of those that win the lottery have it already in their contract, and they don't even manifest it. They just have it in their contract. And of course, you see where that goes sometimes, where it's usually ends up in their family destroying each other and things like that.
So is there people that like it's in their life path to win the lottery and then they win it and they're supposed to help and it's all supposed to be positive, but then they accidentally go into a negative thing? Or oh wait, one sec. Sorry. Okay, go.
Not always. Not all the time. That's not always the case. They're just some of them have the lottery just to experience that experience without any intentions at all of where it's going to go. It might be positive, it might be negative. So it has different levels where you can go, and some do. Most have it within their charts to help others, though.
Do most of the people that win the lottery, like in their life path, do they usually get a download on how to manifest their free, like, you know what I mean? Do they, or wait, one sec. Oops. Okay, go.
Yes, and of course you can change your chart also, so that's part of that also. You can change your contract.
Sorry, I muted you by a second. All right, I gotta pass the mic, I guess. Unless you want to keep going, keep talking if you want to keep talking.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have birthmarks on my belly and one birthmark at the top of my back. Is that due to something that happened in my past life? Can you?
Yes, it's part of a. One moment. Oh, yes, in a past life where there was conflict and war. I believe it was part of Britain. I believe in. From what I'm gathering, around the 1600s. And as for exactly the details on that, I believe it has something to do with the New World being discovered, or wars with the New World, such as America. But I believe that was not where you received this injury, but during the 1600s, it was some sort of Spanish war, or English and Spanish war, something like this, something on those lines.
So do you think I was shot?
That is a good possibility. Yes. Yes, that resonates. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
If there's nothing else, I probably should be moving on. Hopefully.
Yes.
I can tell you this, there'll be much information about your reptilians coming through, of how to speak to them, how to communicate with them on a diplomatic basis. Those that are negative, many of them would like to be heard. Of course, you might not like what they have to say, which I do not believe you will, but I believe it's actually beneficial just to understand what is on their minds and to maybe help others wake up to reality that you are living in, that they do exist. And them not being seen keeps the control on your planet. So the more they are known, the more they are seen. I understand as David Icke speaks about that, but still the connection isn't always there. More knowledge, the best.
Well, we've had the courage to step up and talk about this. I think they need to do the same now. I think we need to hear their side of the story.
Yes.
I got a quick.
Yes. Go ahead.
I was wondering. I had a dream just last night about where I was like sitting down and there's this guy that had a gun. He was shooting outside of like this bunker type of thing. It was he was shooting outside. I couldn't see what he was shooting, but I was just sitting there like watching him, observing him, and then also. I was also in the car or something. I can't remember everything of it. I did remember more of it earlier, but I just wonder if you can pick up on because I'm starting to remember my dreams more now.
As for the meaning of that dream, I believe you have hit your spiritual. As for the meaning of that, I do not have that information, but I believe spiritually wise, you've crossed a threshold where there was much uncertainty there, but now you're in more of a spirit realm right now. More difficulties around you. It might not. It might, from my direction, they have thinned out where you can make this connection now. And I believe you'll be dreaming more in the coming days. This is part. Dreams like this is to manufacture some of the what's in your soul to get it out. To get out the negative, get out the uncertainty and conflicts. The more you get that out, the more positive will come through.
All right. And I was wondering, is there, are you capable of physically manifesting yourself like in this room I am right here? And what's my ability in my third eye as to where I can see like higher dimensional, or what's my capability of my third eye, like percentage wise? Is it fully open, or I just wonder because I really do wish to see physical entities and beings and stuff on a more conscious scale. I just wonder what do you see in that?
Yes, many of you will begin to see more of what's going on. As you become known to me, it will be beneficial. As for the time when this will happen, you are getting close to it. As you're in this group, and those out here that are connected spiritually, I believe they will begin to start to understand what is going. You can say the clock is ticking, and much of this information is going to become known, such as your third eye, not just for you, but for others, are going to be waning very soon. This is beneficial for your awakening and your ascension process. But as for the timing of this, the reason it hasn't happened now is because you're going through a phase right now, and it's not. Everyone is different on a different level right now. Some have a wide open eye, some do not. But I believe these eyes will be open more coming soon. It'll be different for everyone, of course, but it'll be very beneficial to your move into fourth density. That's part of the process. I must go now. Oh, Jack, God,
Thank you for coming.
thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Hi.
Can you hear me now? No.
Yeah, it's still we just found out this is your mic. Like, what is your question?
Yeah. Jeez. It might be on my end. Who knows? It's hard to say.
Do you have a phone to see if I will make change for tonight?
I did not hear that. You mean to close down for tonight? Is that what you said?
If you have headphone to know if it's inside the system or just the feedback of the sound. If it is, then can look audio icon near the clock and select your mic, mixer, sound system, record, mic, proprietary level, and just look if not level listen, and if the listen periphery is checked, uncheck it.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's end for the night because maybe I don't know what the deal is. So I can use a different machine. I use a different tomorrow. Yeah.
Or share more the control to everyone to mic the micro at the right time for them their question.
Controls doesn't matter. I mean,
You could just turn the equipment off and on. Maybe. Because what emission is doing, it was listening to people, then we will sound more clear. So there's obviously something sort of.
well, maybe I should just end tonight, and then I'll see if I can fix it on my end. Maybe.
Here, wait one second. Yeah, when I mute it, see, you're muted right now, so there's no echo. It's because it comes out of the speakers, and then it gets heard by the mic, so then it loops, you know.
Yeah, it's on my end then. Okay. Can't win. I have to use a different machine then.
If you put an earphone in, and then you have it so you use your you know what I mean, you use the mic on your laptop, but then you hear out of your earphones, it won't do that feedback thing.
Yeah. Well, it didn't do it before though, right?
No.
Yeah, it's the system. Okay. Let's just end earlier, then I'll do something here. I'm gonna have to do some. I'll have to use a different computer for the moment. Yeah, let's just close out, and then we'll start up. You want to do anybody want to do a blessing?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Much love.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Sure. Do one. Sannigattu kersi khasini afturan katrista hasli shiki kata katusha takati korfo khasi kapti krastumu hata kasa katika tanushka tashtika snuro koto kosta ikate kashaya tat koto kosto ni shasta katira koto kura katikatni katrusukwa.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Well, that's always going to be perfect. We'll have tomorrow will be a better day for technical issues. So thank you all for coming, and catch you here tomorrow at 8 o'clock. See you later.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Peace.